Across and of the American heartland, the changing light of late summer signals a race against time. From sunrise to sundown, farmers and machines move in perfect coordination, a grand choreography that brings in thousands of tons of vegetables each day. This is the 2025 harvest season, where precision, innovation, and endurance converge to feed the nation before autumn storms roll in. Let's begin our journey in the lush valleys of California and Arizona, where the cantaloupe harvest begins under golden skies. Between June and September, these fields stretch endlessly, dotted with round melons that glow like lanterns in the sun. When the rind turns slightly creamy and gives off a sweet aroma, the farmers know it's time. Teams move swiftly down the rows, cutting each melon by hand using small curved knives. Because the fruits are heavy and easily bruised, workers form long human chains, passing them gently from hand to hand toward waiting collection trucks. On large farms, conveyors mounted on moving platforms now speed up the work, each melon inspected, sorted, and packed with surgical care. In 2025 alone, the United States produced nearly 650,000 tons of cantaloupes, enough to sweeten tables across North America and beyond. Moving north to California's coastal plains, the tomato harvest unfolds on a monumental scale. From June through October, fleets of harvesters crawl through the red-streaked fields, cutting entire plants and feeding them into powerful separating systems. Inside spinning drums and conveyor belts distinguish ripe tomatoes from unripe or damaged ones. Green fruits are ejected instantly, while perfect red ones continue onward, cleaned, sorted, and loaded into vast steel containers. Each day, thousands of tons are collected, bound for the state's massive processing plants. There, they'll become sauces, soups, and pastes that reach markets worldwide. By the end of 2025, tomato production surpassed 10 million tons, reaffirming the United States as one of the world's agricultural powerhouses. Meanwhile, in Florida and Louisiana, the tall green walls of sugarcane sway in the wind. From October through March, colossal harvesters roll methodically through the fields. With rotating blades at the front, they slice each stalk near the base, strip the leaves, and feed the clean cane into long conveyors that drop it directly into trailers driving alongside. The work is continuous 24 hours a day during the peak of the season. Within minutes, the harvested cane is on its way to mills, where the sweet juice is crushed and refined into crystalline sugar. This industry produces over 15 billion pounds of refined sugar each year, supporting everything from bakeries to beverage giants. The sight of these roaring machines cutting through the misty dawn symbolizes the unstoppable rhythm of America's agricultural might. In the coastal valleys of California, the strawberry harvest runs from early spring to late autumn. Here, over 90% of America's strawberries are grown bright red jewels that require both speed and care. At sunrise, workers spread out across the fields, crouching low to pick each ripe berry by hand. They twist gently at the stem and place the fruit into small trays, careful not to bruise the delicate skin. Once filled, the trays go straight into mobile cooling units placed right on the farm. This method keeps the berries fresh until they reach stores, a process so efficient that strawberries picked in the morning can appear on shelves the very next day. In 2025, U.S. farmers gathered nearly 3 billion pounds of strawberries, solidifying America's title as the world's largest producer. Further north, the air hums with the sound of machines slicing through golden stalks. It's sweet corn season across Iowa and Illinois. Harvesters glide along the rows, cutting the corn, stripping the ears, and loading them onto conveyors in one seamless motion. Each massive machine can replace hundreds of workers and cover vast areas in just hours. By the end of the season, the U.S. is expected to collect more than 6 billion ears of fresh corn, much of it destined for processing plants and export terminals feeding global markets. Now we head east to the wetlands of Wisconsin and Massachusetts, where the landscape transforms into vast red lakes during cranberry harvest. Farmers flood the bogs, causing the berries to float to the surface. Specialized paddles gently stir the water, gathering millions of floating cranberries that shimmer under the sun. From above, the scene looks like a crimson sea. The berries are pumped into trucks, washed, and sent off to become juice sauces and holiday favorites. In 2025, U.S. cranberry production reached nearly 370,000 tons, keeping the country as the world's top supplier. In the sunny farmlands of California and Florida, the bell pepper harvest runs from spring to late autumn. Their glossy, colorful skins demand gentle handling. On large-scale farms, machines with sharp blades and conveyors lift and sort peppers in one continuous flow. But for premium exports, skilled hands still lead the work. Workers carefully twist each pepper from the stem and place it into soft baskets to avoid bruising. By the time the season ends, over 500,000 tons of bell peppers fill U.S. markets, bringing both color and crunch to kitchens across the nation. Next, we move north to the dry fields of Idaho and Washington, where onion harvesters crawl slowly across the soil. At the front, rotating shafts loosen the bulbs underground. Rollers then lift them up and send them along conveyors with tiny holes that sift out dirt and roots. Within moments, the onions are neatly laid in rows to dry under the late summer sun. In 2025, U.S. onion production exceeded 3.5 million tons, securing its place among the top 5 global producers. Meanwhile, in Minnesota and North Dakota, towering harvesters pull thick sugar beets from the ground. Their rotating cutters slice off leafy tops while the roots are lifted, cleaned, and loaded directly into trucks. Each day, hundreds of thousands of tons move toward nearby refineries where they're processed into sugar. Together, these two states supply more than half of America's sugar, a quiet powerhouse hidden beneath the soil. Heading south again, it's peanut season in Georgia and Alabama. When the leaves turn yellow, diggers roll through the rows, pulling plants up and flipping them upside down to dry. After a few days in the sun, threshing machines separate pods from vines, collecting clean, golden peanuts into bins. By 2025, peanut production reached 3 million tons, with much of it turned into peanut butter, a staple in nearly every American home. From underground crops to delicate fruits machines, and farmers alike push through the final warm days of harvest, each movement a small victory against time. As the sun rises over Oregon and Washington, the gentle rhythm of pear harvesting begins. Because pears bruise easily, every fruit is picked by hand. Workers climb ladders, twist each stem carefully, and place the fruit into padded baskets strapped to their chests. From there, the pears move quickly to cold storage rooms, where they ripen slowly under controlled temperatures. In 2025, the U.S. collected over 1.3 billion pounds of pears, most enjoyed domestically, with the rest shipped to Canada and Mexico. Further south in California, the walnut orchards roar to life. Specialized shaker machines grip tree trunks firmly and shake them for just a few seconds. The ground becomes covered with walnuts. Sweepers then move through, gathering them into piles before the husks are removed and the nuts sent to drying facilities. Running day and night, this process turns orchards into bright, bustling harvest zones. By 2025, America's walnut yield reached 1.5 billion pounds, representing nearly 1/3 of the world's supply. Across the windy plains of Texas and Nebraska, it's hay season, one of the most crucial for livestock farmers. Huge mowers cut through wide grasslands, leaving the cut hay to dry naturally under the sun. After a few days, balers compress the dried grass into enormous round or square bales, each weighing hundreds of kilograms. Tractors then haul them to storage barns, preserving food for millions of cattle during winter. The U.S. produces over 260 billion pounds of hay every year, a quiet yet essential foundation of the nation's agriculture. Back in California's vineyards, another harvest unfolds, this time for table grapes. Farmers wearing gloves and hats use small shears to cut each bunch carefully, placing them into paper-lined trays. Every movement must be quick, yet gentle, as even a small bruise can ruin the fruit's market value. Once picked, the grapes are cooled immediately, locking in their freshness. In 2025, America's vineyards produced more than 2.2 billion pounds of table grapes, much of it bound for Asia and Europe. Each harvest, whether a fruit, nut, or grass, reflects both the strength of machines and the patience of the people behind them. Under the late summer sky of the Midwest, rows of golden sweet corn ripple in the wind. Modern harvesters glide effortlessly through the fields, slicing stalks and stripping ears in a single sweep. The corn travels up conveyors into giant bins, while stripped husks are left behind to enrich the soil. Each machine can cover dozens of hectares a day, work that once took hundreds of laborers. In 2025, American farms harvested nearly 6 billion ears of corn, feeding both domestic markets and international trade. Down in Louisiana and Florida, the sugarcane fields echo with the hum of massive harvesters. Circular blades spin rapidly, cutting the stalks close to the ground, while rollers pull them in, remove leaves, and send clean cane into nearby trailers. The cane must be processed within hours to preserve its sweetness. From these fields come more than 15 billion pounds of refined sugar every year, a vital ingredient for industries from food to fuel. In the warm fields of Florida and California, a more delicate crop awaits zucchini, the summer vegetable that must be harvested daily. Zucchini plants grow fast and their tender skins bruise at the slightest touch. Farmers begin early each morning, cutting each fruit at the stem with quick, careful motions. Workers carry shallow baskets to prevent piling weight on the fragile squash, then transfer them to cooling facilities just meters away. Every cut must be precise. Every minute matters. This close coordination ensures freshness and color are preserved until the vegetables reach supermarkets only hours later. In 2025, over 660 million pounds of zucchini were harvested across the U.S., making it one of the most commonly used vegetables in daily American cuisine. As autumn deepens, the final wave of the harvest season sweeps across America. The fields, once bursting with color, slowly quiet down their bounty, stored, processed, and shipped around the world. In the warehouses, cold air hums through storage rooms, filled with pears, peppers, and grapes, all waiting for their journey to markets near and far. In California's wine country, long after the table grapes are picked, another harvest begins. Wine grapes destined for cellars and barrels. Mechanical harvesters glide through the night, shaking the vines with precision. So ripe clusters fall gently into collection trays below. Under the moonlight, the vineyards shimmer with motion, a blend of technology and centuries-old tradition. Each cluster will soon become part of the 70 million tons of grapes produced globally, proof of agriculture's timeless reach. Meanwhile, farmers in Nebraska and Kansas wrap up their hay harvest, stacking the final bales that will sustain cattle through winter. The scent of cut grass drifts through the cooling air, marking the end of another successful season. Every bale, every truckload, and every crate is the result of months of planning, labor, and resilience. From the blazing summer of zucchini and melons to the cool winds of cranberry and grape harvests, America's farmlands move like clockwork, vast, precise, and full of life. Machines may have replaced much of the backbreaking labor, but the heart of farming still beats with human rhythm, the dedication of those who rise before dawn and rest long after dusk. As the last trucks roll out carrying vegetables, fruits, and grains to millions of tables, farmers take a quiet moment to breathe, proud of another season's race, won against time. Behind every meal, every slice of bread, every piece of fruit, lies a story of patience, innovation, and the eternal partnership between man and the land. Thank you for joining us in exploring the great harvest of 2025. Until next time, may the fields stay golden and the seasons generous.